Joe, a very, very disappointing end to the tour with a crushing victory, but what are your thoughts at this stage about the tour as a whole?
Um, I think obviously immediately is the frustration of how it's finished, because throughout this series I think we've played some really good cricket. I think we've shown what we're capable of as a group. I think we've grown over the first two games as a batting group. I think we've shown big strides in that department, and shown what we are capable of. And then yesterday's really let us down. It's really hurt. It's an important day within the series, and we didn't stand up to it well enough. And unfortunately, it finds us in this position where we've ended up losing out on a series which we've played so much brilliant cricket.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing, very obviously to a lot of people, will be that one bad day will indeed overshadow the whole tour. And it's not just one bad day, it's an Ashes tour, it's a year where you've seen England losing game after game. So the question will come back yet again, what can you do to change this round?
I think we've got to show more frequently, like we did in the first day of this tour, in the first innings, when we find ourselves in those situations, people stand up and get us to a total which is competitive. So we've shown that we can do it. We need to do it more frequently.
Indeed.
And that's the frustration.
But people will say first two test matches, slow pitches, largely batting pitches, you can survive, you can make big runs. As soon as something happens with the pitch, then things seem to go wrong.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that. I'd say that first test match, that first day, was probably one of the more tricky conditions that we've had. I think the frustration was yesterday we didn't stand up well enough after after showing that we've done it, we've made all this progress.
Yeah.
And then
well, we all share that frustration. Right, the things are these. What do you think you've learnt about this team and this group on this tour? Have you made progress? Obviously, so much controversy at the start of the tour about the people that weren't here. Were you happy with the squad? Were you happy with the attitude? Happy with the output?
I thought the attitude throughout the whole thing's been brilliant. I think in that respect we've definitely made big improvements, and that has to continue. That has to keep going. As I say, there are so many good things that we can take away from this. Of course, we come here to win, and we've not, and that's frustrating. That's disappointing. But if we're going to keep learning and keep growing as a team, and if we're going to start winning, then we've got to keep that approach. We've got to keep doing the stuff that we did so well in the first two games, and in parts of this one. I think one thing we have done, we've learned more about some new players. There've been two debutants come in that have shown promise. They're at the start of their journey now, and that's very exciting. So we will take things away from here, but it's it's frustrating steady having not.
All right. I mean, it's safe to say there'll be a lot of people in the mix when you get home. You've got a couple of months before you start playing Test matches again. What about your own personal future? What are your thoughts about your role as captain? Have you come to a point where you start to question your own ability to inspire?
I think I made it quite clear at the start of this game and throughout this tour. I'm very passionate about trying to take this team forward, and I will control all that I can.
So it's in your hands still, or is it in someone else's hands to decide?
I don't think it's ever in your hands, is it? Completely. But as I said, I feel like the group are very much behind me. We're doing a lot of really good things, and we just need to turn that into results now.
Joe, thank you for your time.
Cheers. Thank you.